Hello and welcome. Your next Reset and Liberate transmission from the sacred. Again, you can take this as energies if you're into the planetary movements, astrology or anything like that. You can take it from the esoterical level, or you can just take this as practical advice and insights that you can use in a practical way. It works for both. Whatever your vibe is, honor that and don't be afraid to use it. Okay? So now we have the next one, the moon entering Gemini. Gemini is my sign. So, yes. So let's cover this to keep activating the beautiful energies that are here for all of us collectively. Remembering, although it's collective, it is very bespoke and individualized and personalized to you through your individual sacred geometry profile signature that you can request. It should be in the description below. If you have it, brilliant. Utilize it to personalize this for you. Reach out with questions in the comments, whatever it is, and we will help you the best we can. So let's get into this particular sacred portal or practical advice, however you want to take it and use it. Okay, my intention here is really for you to utilize this in any way that feels resonant and true for you. Okay, so yeah, okay, let's get into it a little bit. So, and let me know where you are in the world. I love to hear, I love to connect, love to hear from you. Hit subscribe, all those things, because it helps really support us putting these out there and sharing it. Really, really appreciate that. It's a great way to support and reciprocate the energy. Yes. Okay. So, good morning, good evening, whatever it is for you, good afternoon, whenever you're listening to this. And yeah, so the messages today is about this portal or these practical pieces of advice, however you want to take it up, that are open right now. So yes, it's the moon entering Gemini, and that itself is, it's not actually a huge thing, okay, but it's happening. All right, so it is quite big. All right, so the recommendation here when it comes to reciprocation is to take some notes on what you're understanding, any questions, what's coming through for you, and then to actually execute on it. Okay, if you're in the master classes of Reset and Liberate, you would have chosen identity. We went through decisions, advice, consultancy and advice, and execution. If that means nothing to you because you haven't been with that yet, that's okay. You can still use this, or you can go to the masterclasses. I believe we've actually set up a playlist for everything that is Reset and Liberate. So if you want to go and refer to anything, you can do so there. Okay, so first of all, moon entering Gemini is also because we have Mars is in Aquarius, conjunct with Pluto in Aquarius right now. So maybe you've been having some sparks of passion. Invite here. Notice the sparks of passion you're having, even if it's underneath down feelings, okay? Write that down. What are my sparks of passion right now? Even if they feel crazy or silly or too much or too intense. But you may just feel like a burst of energy, okay? Another energy doesn't have to be like rainbows and stars. It can be like a burst of energy that's really intense and overwhelming and rattling you, okay? But inside of that is sparks of passion. You want to do something. What is that thing you want to do? Write it down. And even if it makes no sense, you're like, I'm not even sure if I want to do that, but that's what's came through. Let that come through. It still activates, share it. And as you get your readings through your individual profile signatures, it will give you the clarity. So maybe you don't even know what you want to do, but you have feelings or things that keep coming back to you, or things on the back burner, or passions or projects, and And maybe you've been looking at it or feeling something or reviewing it. Okay, shall I do it? Shall I not? Do I fit in? Can I do it? Am I allowed to do it? Will it even work? Should I upgrade my business, my life, my identity? That feeling of leaving your job, living the passion, or leaving the current version of your business and creating something else, or leaving the current version of your relationship and then letting it become something else entirely. Leaving your current version of wealth and your glass ceiling and letting it become something different, because that's what's sparking right now. Okay, so wherever you may be, you feel like you've been left behind or you've had dreams. Okay, so really important to get pen to paper or finger to phone or finger to keyboard, right? Write it out, share it. Okay, being witness and activating that is important right now as well. So very interesting things are happening when the moon is in Gemini, and we have that with Venus in Aquarius as well. What is that all about? What does it all mean practically? Okay, so practically this is about the ability to receive help. What is your relationship like with receiving help? Write that down. So whether that's help from your partner, help from a friend, help from a mentor, help from family, help from children, help from anything at all. What's your relationship like with receiving help? Now you may say, well, I want help. I never get help. Okay. But what's your relationship really like with receiving it? Okay. Because right now is activating the ability to receive help. And the way we're going to receive that is actually, I might do a deeper reading after this for those of you that want something more sacred and deep to dive into, and what's stopping us from receiving help. Okay, even when we want it and we keep complaining about it, and we're like, my partner doesn't help, or this person isn't helping, or my mentor isn't helping, or no one's there for me, but take it back to yourself. Okay, or the 4 elements of your signature. You're not self. It's your not self that has trouble with receiving help, because to receive help has a downside to it. Okay, it's vulnerability. It means you get what you want, and getting what you want when it's in the 4th element says, well, if you get what you want, you're gonna have to take responsibility. You're gonna be exhausted. So it's things that are moving subconsciously that are stopping you actually receiving it. Okay, so, or you're going to be hanging out with people where you never felt you belonged before, but you do belong there. You do belong there. Okay, so I want you to take some notes in your being, in your mind at least. But if you're open to it, write it down, because it's highly likely right now, because the way the planets are aligned, and just if you want to take it as practical advice, that is to do with relationships, okay, as well. Relationships. So relationship with yourself, relationship in love, romantically, with people, relationship with your purpose. I mean, everything is really relationships, okay? So it's to do with your relationship with that. And it's to do with communicating, actually coming out, okay, in your purpose, putting your talent, your passion, your message out there. And it's to do with people, things showing up, okay, to help you fulfill that vision, that new identity, that new life. To give you that advice, to help you with that execution. Okay, so do with that showing up. Okay, so are you aware of it showing up? Where is it showing up for you? And where are you saying yes to it? Where are you saying no to it? Where are the false elements coming in? Where you're saying yes to it, like I know it's a yes, but I'm not doing it, which won't let it activate, or I'm overwhelmed by it, so it won't let me do it. Okay, but you can do it anyway. Okay, we can put overwhelm and those things, aside and say, well, it's a yes, I'm going to do it. I'm going to accept the help. All right. So I'm speaking to you if you find it hard to receive help, or you've received a lot of help and you're like, well, I've had enough help, I can't receive more help. Okay, I that would be too much. I'm not worthy of that, or I shouldn't need any more help, or I'm too proud to ask for help. So feel if any of those are with you right now. Okay, if you have someone around you that has knowledge that you don't have, okay, and ways to help you, let them help you right now, whether it's your partner, wife, husband, friend, mentor, whatever it is. Okay. Now there's a specific way to do that, to activate it through your true elements, and that's what can sometimes hold us back, because if you're doing it through your false elements, it doesn't have the same effect, and then we have this bad relationship with asking for help, so it's tainted. So that's really important. But if you can identify it, you can reach out, get your message on, well, how do I ask for this help? How do I receive that help? Okay. Even when you think, I want this help from this person, but I think it's unavailable, I don't think they're going to give me the help. Okay. Identify that person, that thing. Okay. And I know anybody that's listening to this, you're probably a great giver. Okay, or have been, and maybe got a bad relationship with giving because you've overgiven or you've been underappreciated and you gave a lot. You've helped people a lot if you are here. And you may just feel like, well, I don't want to ask for help. Okay? But sometimes when people or something is trying to help you, and someone has something for you, or the sacred has something for you and wants to make time for you, and you say, no, it's okay, or you don't respond to it, it's okay, or it's happening subconsciously, I'll figure it out myself. Okay? Because I'm going to be indebted to you. If you help me, I'm going to have to give you something. Okay? Which is not the case. It reciprocates naturally. Okay? It's okay. Even if you plant the seed and answer these questions of your relationship with help, or you know what the help is, and you stop saying, I'm going to figure it out myself, or I'm going to feel overwhelmed by it, or I'm going to, am I going to get controlled? Is this person or this thing going to take over? No, you're the boss, okay? Because it really is about receiving the help right now. So if you're any energy of, maybe I'll just handle it myself, maybe I'll just find my own answers, that's going against the advice and the energies right now in the portal, okay? If we were meant to do it ourselves, we would be here alone. Okay, we all need help, and we can get a martyr, especially if you're a giver, right? So let yourself be helped. Okay, especially around, if you listen to the last transmission, around your vision, your goals, your dreams, your purpose, your soul purpose. And if you don't know what that is, or you have feelings, it can be clarified through your individual sacred geometry identity profile, which is beautiful. And maybe you're in that kind of energy, well, I don't want to bother anybody, or, I don't want to invest in myself, is it worth it? Yes, right? It's going to be the gift that keeps on giving. So the opportunity here is really to get out of your own way, and let this person or this thing help you. Okay? As long as it's coming from your true elements, okay? And if it's something you're being pulled towards, or you're resisting, or you're on the cusp of it, then step in, all right? Yeah. So here's a different crazy thing that goes on, all right? That we're not aware of, or we've heard of, but we have a really bad relationship with it. That receiving is giving. You can write that down. Receiving is giving. Okay? Or maybe you haven't heard about that. You may think giving is receiving. Okay? You're like, well, that didn't work out. Now, if someone gives to me, I'm not going to receive either. But receiving is giving, because you're giving that person that energy, the opportunity to help you. How good does it feel if it's from your true elements? Okay? Not from your false elements, where you're giving out of guilt or things like that, low energies. But when you're giving and you're providing in that way, how good does it feel that that person accepts that help? They say yes to it, they listen, they take the advice, they get a great result. Feels great, right? So you're giving at the same time when you're receiving. Okay? And then they feel great and great things happen to them too. All right? So that's the transmission, the sacred message, or the practical advice right now, however you want to take it. Receiving is a form of giving. Okay? So hear it out, feel it, give it a chance. So when, you want to help someone and they don't let you help them, how does that feel? Feels terrible, right? So I'm trying to help you and they don't let you, or they create resistance and they get in the way. And we'll do a deeper reading on this because it goes deep, right? And we all experience it, myself included. Okay, we're resisting the help and saying, well, why am I so stuck? Why is nothing moving? Okay. So when someone's saying, hey, I'll get that for you, like, no, it's fine, I've got it. I'll get that door for you. No, I got it. No, it's okay, I got it. So they're shutting you down, right? How does that feel? So you want to switch that formula around, and it makes you feel rejected, not wanted, empty, and you can really help. You've got something you can help with, and there's no stuck in that thing. Or maybe you just want to help and you just want them to receive that. You're trying to care, you're trying to do something for them, and they keep shutting you down. And that person, this thing, when it's coming from your true elements, is attached to the sacred. They're like, guardian angels, and you're like, nope, I don't want it. Right? So instead, right, the invite is to say, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, please. I'm in. I really appreciate you. Help me. Give me the advice. Okay? How do you feel then? Even if you just imagine that. Okay? Now, if we're up in the ego and the proudness and the false elements, you may feel like, oh no, I don't like it. Ugh, I don't want to. And that means there might be root elements there for you to transcend. So address that. We help you address that here. Okay? Because it's not easy as clicking your fingers and you can just step into some of this stuff. But actually, how does it feel if you can receive that? If you can say that to someone? Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. That's amazing. Yes, please help. I'm in for it. You feel amazing. All right. Now, you may have heard some of this. We have basic human needs. This is out there in the world. We have the need for certainty, the need for variety, the need for growth, the need for love, the need for connection, the need for significance, and the need for contribution. So contribution is the highest need as a human being. So if we don't accept the help, it stops ourselves from contributing. And this is why it's so important to be in your purpose. So you are also in contribution, but receiving help too. This is when the soul gets fulfilled in massive ways. And it's a sacred exchange. It's a reciprocation. So where someone is showing up to help you, to assist you, you want to open your arms and your heart to it right now. And if you're not, that's okay. Just notice that and go, ooh, something I need to be with here and love myself correctly to transcend a root element. Because asking for help, getting help right now, it's a two-way interaction. Okay? So it's good for you, it's good for them, it's good for the sacred, it's good for the world. Okay? And it's that exchange. It's what gets energy moving. And when we get energy moving, it starts creating things that you desire in purpose, relationships, wealth, in health. Okay? So if you're wanting to attract something, create something right now in your relationship, in your purpose, in wealth. It's both ends of the spectrum. Okay, you want to be a good giver. That means from your true elements, not being a good girl or a good boy. Okay, you also want to be a very good investor. Okay, in yourself and in others, true to your soul design IP purpose, your intellectual property. So yes, you want to be good at putting things out there and getting the help with that and giving from your true elements, your true identity. Okay, and also you want to be a good receiver. It's all the capacity, and to increase your capacity to receive is everything. And actually, I do have a bonus activation, okay? A bonus class that is inside of a paid experience that I'm going to gift you, actually. That just came through. So if you want some extra help with receiving and you find it hard to receive help, let me know and we can gift you that. All right? So, honor yourself. This is what the sacred is feeling. And maybe you're being hard on yourself or being hard on someone else that is trying to offer help, or you're trying to go it alone a little bit too much. Okay. Yeah. And it's really about worthiness. Okay. And the sacred is saying you are worthy of receiving that help. Okay. You are worthy. You are still enough. It doesn't mean that you're not enough if you're receiving help. It means that you are enough and you're worthy. Okay? That it's not like, I need this. I receive this. You're supposed to receive it. If it's showing up from your true elements and you're like, oh, it would be nice if I could receive this help. Okay? You don't have to be desperate for it. I was like, I receive this. Because everyone around you here is your soul family. They're here to help you fulfill your greatest mission and your greater purpose. Okay? Because we are one energy. We are all one. It's a collective energy. We think we're separate. We're a collective energy. Okay? It's all, if it was true, we'd all be in one body, one soul. Okay? They put us separate like this so you can identify all the different elements, okay, of what we can bring to the table. All right? And we all bring amazing different talents and ways to help each other. So it's okay to receive. And you also open your arms up to the sacred, the universe, okay, saying, I'm ready. I'm saying, yes, I'm here to receive. When I say yes to help, I say, yes, I'm ready to receive. I'm open to receiving. And you will see what you start to receive. So that's the message. With the moon entering Gemini, and we've got Mars in Aquarius conjunct with Pluto in Aquarius. That just happened. We've got that moon in Gemini, the Venus in Aquarius. And what that's really about practically is communication. Okay, communicating your needs, okay, and getting help with it. Knowing the identity, knowing the decision, and getting help with what you want help with. You're worthy of communicating your needs, okay? And if you have trouble with that, and you're not sure how to communicate that to get a good response, there's a way to be with that in your individual profile signature. Just reach out and ask, and we can start to help you with that, okay? This is all to do with communication. Gemini is the master communicator, right? So of it going smoothly and effortlessly in your true elements, that feels good in your communication. So you can be a lot more open to communicating with others and yourself and receiving help. And so this might be the time that you want to talk about something that's been holding you back, okay? And knowing that there is a beautiful reception here that is waiting if activated through your individual profile signature, through your true elements. The receiving is going to go well, right? In what you're expressing and what you're here for is going to be smooth, is what the message is. Okay? And you may have heard, and I'm a worrywart. I don't know about you. Tell me, do you worry a lot? Oh my goodness. I'm like the penultimate worrier. I think it was my family, one of my sisters used to say to me, you worry so much about absolutely everything. Now, when we worry about so much, it's because we've got so much to give. So it just wants to be transmuted. But most of the things we worry about never actually happen. So I know it's easy to say, don't be fearful. Okay. But do your best. Okay. To say yes to the help. Speak truth. Know that it actually is your truth that you're speaking. Sometimes we think we're speaking truth, but we're speaking from the false elements. That is what you're meant to do right now. Okay. Speak your soul, speak your passion, speak what you want. Because if you don't communicate, okay, in your true expression, you're never going to get what you want. Okay. It can never activate. And that's why we keep sort of circling. All right. All right. So please know that you're here to receive help. Say yes to help. Know that you are so loved. You are so worthy of that. You are supported, even if it doesn't feel like that right now. And I get it. I am here. The sacred is here. We are all here. You are here. That love is here. And it's going to give you everything you want. Yet you must reciprocate and activate how to honor yourself and be willing to receive the help. Ask the help. Ask for the helps. Okay? That's the message that is here today. And I'm going to go a bit deeper, probably, I feel like, because this isn't easy, it's easier said than done. All right? To actually step into that and receive that. There's so many things that go on that try to protect us from that. Okay? You deserve it all. All right? It is yours to receive right now. And it doesn't mean if you receive it all, you take it away from someone else. That's not what happens. Remember, you are giving and you're receiving. If you're just giving and not receiving, that's going to have an adverse effect. If you're just receiving and not giving, that's going to have an adverse effect. We need both. Okay? And actually, at this time, it wants you to receive more. Actually, receive more help. Okay? Say yes to more help. All right? So please, click the like. Okay? Hit the subscribe. It helps that, that algorithm to help this message get out there, reach more people. So I'm going to ask for help, right? In the spirit of this message, please do help. I really appreciate that. Comment below, let me know where you're from, how this message felt, where you're tuning in from. Okay. And yes. Do reach out for more, any questions, your individual profile signature. And I love you. I appreciate you. We are all navigating this together. Trust me, I feel all these energies too. We are all in this together, navigating it and activating it. So I'm sending you a ton of love today. Take it easy. Bye-bye for now.